Hello, today we're going to be doing LeetCode problem number 243, which is shortest word distance. This problem states, given an array of strings called wordsDict and two different strings that already exist in the array, word1 and word2, return the shortest distance between those two words in the list. So in the first example, you have practice makes perfect, coding makes. Word1 is coding, word2 is practice. So practice is at position 0, 1, 2, and coding is at position 1, 2, 3. So they're 3 elements apart. In the second example, practice makes perfect, coding makes. We have 2 makes. So the first makes is actually 2 away from coding, but the second one is only 1 element away. So the answer is going to be 1. So the way we're going to code this is basically just go through the entire array and mark the position of word 1 and word 2, and then compare those distances, or compare those 2 words to get the distance. So we'll define first is going to be the position of word 1. And then we'll define the second is going to be the position of word 2. And we'll initialize those to -1. Then we're going to have a min value, because this is what we're going to compare. We're going to do the absolute value of the first minus the second, in case the first number is larger than, or the second number is larger than the first. So we'll do an absolute value, and we're going to compare that to int max value. So it should never be this int max value, obviously. We'll just set it to something ridiculous so that it never hits that. Alright, let's just parse the list. So print I equals 0, I is less than words dict length, and I++. In the end here, we're going to return the min values. We're going to end up assigning the number to min. Okay, so let's just go through. So so the value at wordsDict I, use the equals method, if it equals word 1, well then we found, we found that word, so we're going to assign that to I, find the position. And so we're going to do the same thing with the second word. So if wordsDict I equals word 2, I'm going to define second equals I. So now we're just going to subtract those two. So if first is not equal to -1, so we need to make sure we have both values before we do the calculation. So second not equal to -1. So we'll bypass this if statement until we have both values. So min equals, then we do the math min, and this is where the absolute value comes in. So we're going to take min and do the math abs of first minus second. And then return that value, and that should do it. Helps if I put the right parentheses in place. Or define the min value as an integer. Alright, we have case 1 and case 2 are both accepted. So let's debug this real quick. Okay, so we're going to use the first case. wordsDict is going to be practice makes perfect, coding makes. Word 1 is makes, word 2 is coding. So we initialized first and second to -1 and min to the max value. So we'll step through this. And the first pass through is the word practice, and that is not the first word or the second word. Now, wordsDict 1 is actually the word makes, and so that is the first word. So we're going to assign that to I, which is going to be 1. And then we just need to, we're going to bypass this because we don't have both values. And we're just going to keep looping through here until we get that second value set. And here it is. So I is currently equal to 3, and the third word, 0, 1, 2, 3, is coding, which is our second word, word 2. So we'll grab that value. So now first equals 1, and second equals 3. So now we have both values, so we'll do the absolute value of first minus second. Compare that to min, and we still got elements in the array, so we're just going to loop through those. And it actually will go through this again, but because the first and second value don't change, it doesn't matter. It's just going to repeat the same calculation. And then we return min, which is the value 3. So let's submit this, and it is accepted. There you go. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.